Tampa is growing and changing so fast, and so today I want to dive into a handful of new things coming to the Tampa area. The Michelin Food Guide was just updated, along with 25 new restaurants coming in 2024. I've got about 7 new major developments that will be a big change for the city. We will look at new construction communities to keep an eye on if you are looking for a new home. And for some added fun, Tampa has some exciting new attractions worth mentioning. A lot is happening at once, so whether you're moving to Tampa or you're already living here, this will be super informative, and I think you're gonna enjoy this. Stay tuned. In recent years, we have seen new developments like the Tampa Riverwalk, Midtown Tampa, Channelside, and the Water Street area that have changed the face of Tampa, along with areas in St. Pete like Central Ave Strip and downtown St. Pete, making Tampa Bay one of the hottest metros to live in. As a result, Tampa Bay has racked up accolades and awards galore, but the metro, it's not done yet. There are major changes happening, and I'm so excited for things to come. So let's take a quick look. The Tampa Riverwalk has arguably had the biggest impact on Tampa in decades and is now working on tripling in size. Being named one of the best riverwalks in the country, it currently follows the riverfront into downtown, connecting some of Tampa's most prominent sites and attractions. The city is working on funding for a 5-mile extension that was supposed to cost $30 million, but recent estimates put it closer to $50 million. The city has committed to a contractor for the build out, but needs to find the funding and will most likely go in front of the city council for approvals before getting started with the permitting phase. My family loves heading down to the Riverwalk, so an extension is welcomed, and if you visit Tampa, it should be on your list to experience. In a few of my recent videos, like the one about downtown Tampa and this one about my perfect 24 hours in Tampa, I shared with you how much my wife and I love the Water Street area in downtown and how it makes you feel like you're in a brand new city. Well, soon it will be even better, because right up the street, the long-awaited Gasworks areas is on its way, with phase 1 delivering 1,250 residential units, 100,000 square feet of office space, and over 100,000 square feet of retail. This project will cover 50 acres and consists of 6 million square feet of mixed-use space that will connect, bridging the gap between historic Ybor City and Channelside. In addition to this, within the last few weeks, the Ybor Harbor just got its initial approval. This spans 33 acres south of Adamo, east of Channelside Drive, and west of North 19th Street on the Ybor Channel. This site was once under consideration for a new Tampa Bay Rays stadium, but Daryl Shaw brought the new concept for Ybor Harbor that consists of 500,000 square feet of office space, 800 hotel rooms, 150 plus square feet of street level retail, and over 4,000 new residences, 10% which will be dedicated to affordable housing. Their vision includes a boardwalk lined with restaurants and retailers, piers, boat slips, floating docks, and green space for people to enjoy. Shaw hopes to keep it open to the public and work with the Port Tampa Bay to open the waterfront for easy access by boat. The Ybor Harbor, Gasworks, Water Street, and Channelside will all be connected with trails, the current trolley system, and once linked to the Tampa Riverwalk, will give a new meaning to walkability in Tampa. If you haven't heard about our free trolley, it's the Tico streetcar, and it runs from Ybor City into downtown Tampa, starting from 7 to 8 a.m. depending on the day, and runs until around 2 a.m. on weekends. Having the trolley, it makes it easy to explore the area, but with the city putting an emphasis on walkability and ease of getting around for locals, there is talk of extending the streetcar line into the Heights. The route would take it alongside Florida Ave north to Palm Avenue, then west and end at Armature Works, which is the northern anchor of the Tampa Riverwalk. Another vision coming to reality on this route, the Tampa Heights YMCA redevelopment received the final approval and will begin end of the year into the first quarter of 2025. This new development will add an incredible amount of amenities to the Tampa Heights neighborhood, including a 100,000 plus square foot YMCA, 200 room lifestyle hotel, 184,000 square feet of office space, and another 100,000 square feet of retail. There will also be 400 multifamily units, and similar to Ybor Harbor, 10% will be reserved for affordable housing. I love that they are giving some love to the Heights area and not just downtown, but the growth isn't limited to just this part of Tampa. The West Shore Plaza is being demolished and redeveloped also. The West Shore Mall was a staple for many years in Tampa, but if you've been in recent years, you would see that some people just go there to get some steps in. The plan is to knock down everything except for the Macy's and replace it with 900,000 square feet of retail space to include business offices, a medical center, a hotel, bus station, and 1,700 housing units. They want this to be a walkable area with recreational and dining options. And word on the street is the Britton Plaza down in South Tampa will be next for sale, and a wild one on the rumor mill was that Buc-ee's could be eyeing a spot in Tampa, but that's just hearsay for now. What's matter of fact is that the USF Bulls are getting a new stadium. The University of South Florida has released daytime renderings of its new on-campus football stadium, and along with the date of its groundbreaking ceremony, which will be held during the school's annual homecoming celebration the week of October 14th to 19th. It's been a long time coming, and as a USF alum, I couldn't be happier for them. Tampa's turning into a cosmopolitan city, and if you're thinking we have a ton of things to do now, just give it a few more years. Living in Tampa, the struggle is real trying to find a healthy work-play balance. And if you're a foodie like myself, things won't get any easier for you because I just found 25 new restaurants coming in Tampa in 2024 that are definitely worth checking out. I recently posted the list on my Instagram, but here's a sneak peek. The highly anticipated Alter Ego just opened in Water Street, and it's a blend of a modern Italian restaurant and lounge that will also have entertainment. Casa Kami will be Tampa's newest rooftop bar with a Mexican-inspired menu, and on the more casual side of things, we will be getting Florida's first drive-through Wawa and a New Orleans-based chain, Fat Boys Pizza, that claims to have the world's biggest pizza slices. I'll never turn down a good slice of pizza, and Tampa has a ton of choices. In fact, Dave from Barstool Sports just ran through Tampa with his One Bite Challenge, and I posted his results on IG if you're interested. The real foodies, they don't care about Wawa though. They wait all year for the new Michelin guide, and the results were just released here in April. Tampa gained 2 more Michelin star restaurants, bringing our total to 5 Michelin restaurants and a total of 30 restaurants on the Michelin guide. I've been to about half of them so far, and I'm on a mission to knock them all out. Also on my bucket list, Tampa's first fine dining cruise just launched, and while it looks a bit pricey, it would make a great date night. Next up, I want to jump into some real estate and talk to you about a handful of new home communities you should keep your eye on in 2024. But while I have your attention, just for 2 seconds, if you're moving to Tampa, Florida, or simply need help buying or selling a home, we would love to be your Tampa real estate resource. Reach out to my team anytime, and we would be happy to help. New construction homes. They have been an exciting part of real estate over the past few years and a great option for new home buyers. So let's talk about a few new community options opening a new phase or planning a debut here in 2024. I want to start with Two Rivers because this community looks like it might have the biggest impact on the region. Located in Zephyr Hills, it's a neighbor to Wesley Chapel, but it's much more undeveloped as an area. In my opinion, this will change after Two Rivers gets some steam though. Two Rivers will have over 1,000 acres of wooded landscape, miles of trails, resort-style pools and amenities, parks, playgrounds, and sports courts. But what really stands out to me is that they have plans for an equestrian center, a 630,000 square foot shopping and dining center for residents, new schools, a Scottish-designed 18-hole golf course, and private country club. And check out this lineup of home builders. D.R. Horton, Lennar, Casa Fresca, Pulte, Park Square Homes, William Ryan Homes, Homes by West Bay, Taylor Morrison, and the list keeps going on. This community will have a little something for everyone, consisting of everything from affordable home options to luxury living with homes well over $2 million. I personally think this is the community to watch here in 2024. Now, if you've watched my recent videos where I covered Casa Fresca's new Bold series, then you know it recently made its debut in Hawkstone down in Lithia. Casa Fresca made a splash in the Tampa market a few years back with its trendy and colorful traditional home series, offering affordable options, but recently unveiled its Bold series, which featured a more matured and upscale look. They added a few nice upgrades like 42-inch cabinets and soft closed drawers in the kitchen. In the master bathroom, a standalone tub and glass enclosures. The Bold series, it's a much needed product in the marketplace as it fills the gap between a tier 1 and tier 2 builder. Currently, the Bold series is only offered in Hawkstone, but it should make an appearance in the Mirada Lagoon community up in San Antonio, most likely around late summer. And while we don't know if it will be the Bold series, we do know that they will be in Two Rivers. If you are one to love the idea of lagoon living, keep an eye out for Angelina Lena Lakes. It's positioned right off the Veterans Expressway, so really easy access to the airport and the bridges that head to the beaches. As of April, D.R. Horton only has townhomes and Lennar is offering 55 plus living, but other single family homes will be available in coming months. For another 55 plus option, Toll Brothers just had their grand opening in Waterset down in Apollo Beach. And we don't see Toll Brothers here often, but we can all agree they are a pretty solid builder, and the Regency down in Waterset, it looks amazing and it's full of top-notch amenities. In 2024, Tampa had two major builders announce they wanted to try their hand in the Tampa market. Richmond American Homes, which is the 5th largest builder in the entire country, made their debut in Waterset, offering homes in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. When I toured the Palm model, I liked the feel of the home, and I love that they chose black matte hardware and some trendy items like a barn door slider in the master shower. The second builder is Perry Homes, which made a name for themselves in Texas, showed up in Brooksville in the luxury golf course community of Southern Hills just north of Tampa, and I'm getting more information on this community as we speak, and will most likely cover all the builders and showcase some of the homes in an upcoming video very soon. The last area I want to mention has certainly earned their place on the list, Parrish, Florida. It's an amazing area that for the most part is pretty much underdeveloped, but being located in the southern suburbs closer to Sarasota, it gives you access to Tampa, St. Pete, and Sarasota, which is 3 major cities. I mentioned a few years back that this area could be the next big suburb like Wesley Chapel, and it's headed in that direction. Builders are loving Parrish and building massive communities like North River Ranch and Crosswind Point. This area is even attracting active adults with a brand new 55 plus Del Webb opening soon, amongst others. If you want an up and coming area with a ton of potential and don't mind the growing pains, Parrish needs to be on your radar in 2024. Now moving on to some fun stuff, because as you know, living in Tampa, it's hard not to have fun with all that there is to do. So let's talk about some of our attractions that you should be paying attention to in 2024. Growing up in Tampa, Lowry Park Zoo was always a fun place to visit as a kid, but when it was bought out, given a name change, and upgraded, I have to say things were even better. Now, Zoo Tampa named 2024 as the year of more. They wanted to expand the zoo and they wanted to give it new attractions, and they certainly delivered. They created more hands-on attractions like at the Stingray exhibit where you can pet, feed, and swim with these little slimy creatures. And how about experiencing Australia? The kids will enjoy the Aussie Trek, the new splash pad to cool down on those hot days, and now you can meet and greet with a koala along with a new wallaby encounter. I'm sure they will have more tricks up their sleeves, and if you live in Tampa, I strongly recommend getting an annual pass because it's easily one of the best tickets in town. Now, if you're a thrill seeker, then you already know about Busch Gardens, and they have some of the best roller coasters in all of Florida. In fact, they just added another to its lineup. Phoenix Rising is coming in spring of 2024, reaching up to 44 miles per hour. You will now have another adrenaline pumping ride when you visit. Now for the sports junkies, as if you didn't have enough to cheer about with the Bucks, Rays, Rowdies, Lightning, and about 4 other spring training teams in Tampa, making their debut in 2024, we now have a professional women's soccer team, the Tampa Bay Suns, and they will play on a beautiful waterfront stadium along the riverfront near downtown Tampa. My daughter plays competitive soccer, so I know she's gonna be pumped at the start of the season coming soon. Now, there is so much happening in Tampa right now that it's hard to keep up with, but you know I'm gonna do my best to be your local Tampa resource for all breaking news, things to do, real estate, and more. And if you're planning to buy or sell a house in Tampa, we would love to be your go-to real estate team. So reach out anytime, and the info is right there on the screen. Visit my channel to keep up with the latest and greatest, and until that next video, I'll catch you later.